Hello, I'm Jerry Rigged, and this is the Duskers Daily Challenge for May 17th, 2018, and tomorrow, I just looked, is Duskers' second anniversary. Looking at yesterday's leaderboard, a total of 25 players, with Nock and Marvin and BDFC Dial-Up Man taking away the top score with a 1070. Faxtolja, Korintoth, and Dargard not too far behind them with a 1010. That's a difference of 3 scrap. Ash White, 980, Reuven 970, Smith, Den0416, and myself in 12th with a 930. I assume... So we all had the same health, so that would have to be a difference of ship scan on different terminals. I think each section had a terminal, but maybe Nock, Marvin, and Dial-Up had a ship scan on both terminals versus Faxtolja, Corinth, and Dargard, and maybe some of the others not having a ship scan all around. The 980 and 970, I have to assume, are differences in drone health. Or something else going on. Rest of the friends list, we have LB in 11th, same score as us, 930. Also, Decavoid in 13th with a 930, and Musika 21 starting 100 health down, unfortunately, in 16th. So, did the best they could. Did no differently than the rest of us, but because drone health still is varied, unfortunately, that is what that is. They had a bad ship yesterday, just unknown with 1 infestation, which, I mean, could be worse. Today we have Ship Surveyor and my favorite, Stealth, with abysmal drone health. And 3 infestations on the Salvage A. Now, this is a okay-sized ship, but I think a big part of it is going to be what are we dealing with as far as... Hello! Let's go ahead and take that sensor. That's going to be very nice to have. No, let's... Yes, thank you. Let's turn 3 around. Survey doesn't help me. As a matter of fact, this is not a good starting point. Alright, well that's good news, kind of. Except for I don't know what's in R7, if anything. Which means I'm going to have to make a lucky attempt to get into, R9. Depending on what we're dealing with, that could go well, could go badly. I think I want it there, as opposed to all the way in the back. If I'm dealing with sentries, they can hide back here. But if they go all the way back here to shoot the sentry, it's not going to work so well, I don't think. Oh, thank God. Oh, God, no. I just don't want Swarm to spawn. Okay, so there may be good news, maybe bad news. What are we dealing with here? I also should have put a sensor in there. I may or may not have time. I'm good. I'm good. Alright, so I want to give the generator back. Take that. You can take that, sure. And give you the sensor back because I'm just being weird with time and things. Actually, I think I'm going to be better off this way. Now, I know it's not attacking the sensor. And I don't hear it. So it's a leaper. And I put myself in a corner here. Unfortunately, I made the wrong call, basically. Okay, another leaper. Well, that's good news and bad news. Door 7 is being attacked. I don't have any way to do with that. I need to move over here now. Okay. Door 11 is being attacked. This is extremely bad. Why? Oh, shit. Okay, so, problem. Big problem. I need to do some recon. I need to know what I'm dealing with from the swarm in R9. Because if it's a full spawn, then I'm fine. That's fine. I don't care. If it's a full spawn, then I'm fine. That is a tiny spawn. That is not good. So, two problems that are presenting themselves right now. I have... I have no safe port There's a leaper in R4. There's a leaper moving back and forth between 5 and 8. There's a swarm moving back and forth between 7 and 9, and another between 3 and 6. If the swarm that spawned from the vent... I can't tell which way they went. I really wish that I'd dropped a sensor in R11. If the swarm was moving into R10, I'd be okay. But it's not. Okay. Do I have any options here? Well, yes, I do. I can be super ballsy. I can do two things that are super stupid. I can move. I can get into R10 and try to lure the swarm into R10 using stealth. When I say using stealth, I mean have the drone not stealthed, and then before it gets attacked, stealth. They lose sight of you, and you should be okay. That's option 1. Option 2 is to try to sneak by the swarm in R9, get into R7, and close the door. This is probably the worst option, because I know that's a small swarm, I know more will spawn. And once 2 have spawned, it's going to be even worse. And when was that spawn? That spawn was right around 6 minutes. Almost exactly. I don't think there's anything that I can do. I can't plan until I have that second spawn. If it had been a large spawn for the first one, then I'd be much better off, I think. Oh, look, I'm about to lose a part of the ship. What part of the ship that I haven't visited yet am I going to lose? I'm going to lose 2? Or 4? Or any of a large chain of rooms? Okay, there's the second spawn. I lost 2. Well, shit. Odds are good, there's a sentry in there, which is going to die. So, here's my worst case scenario. I have a swarm in R7 and a swarm in R9, and they are probably never going to separate. Or they are separate. They're probably never going to combine. They don't actually combine, but if they don't move together, then they don't move together. That is all there is to it. Okay, they are together right now. No, they're not. This is probably not going to work. And the result of it not working means me losing a drone. Do I have any real option here? Other than a complete Hail Mary. God, I don't want to just abandon this ship. I have 2-3 rooms left to search, but... I really don't think that I can safely do this. Even if I close them in the room together, they're not going to be on the same cycle. The door is positioned such that I can't just... Can I just park by it? I guess I can. But if one of them starts moving and I activate that generator, I'm dead. No. I don't want to say quit. I just don't think that I have... I don't think I have the tools for it. And I know there's Leaper in R4. Man, if I do this, I want to do this with Drone 3. But I'd still lose 2... No. No, I just need to quit while... This is me at my most indecisive. I don't want to quit. But I also think not quitting will end in terrible, terrible failure. And the constant activation and deactivation of sensors is not helping me. It's like I see that there's just enough of a window that maybe, but just like now, sometimes it's too fast. And they move at their own whim. They don't move at a set pace or cycle or anything like that. No, I have to hit enter. The alternative is going to end up just destroying my score. Total score of 700 from 8 scrap. There was no fuel. Starting score of 480. Just 40 points above the minimum. Picked up 1 drone with 1 upgrade, which, aside from the distraction, was actually rather useful. I mean, it's still sensor, which is a decent upgrade. It's just not great for exploring. Oh man, Decavoid 1110, LB 1075, Dano 1045. That's crazy, guys. Cobalt Commando a 760. I scored 700. Spelunker 680. Iron Smeltery 540. GLaDOS Proto a 190. And I wouldn't have ended up as low as GLaDOS Proto, but I probably would have ended up in Iron Smeltery's range if I'd tried to do that, because I would have used my weaker drone. I would have actually. Iron Smeltery may have done that. May have done just that. Well, maybe. I don't know. I do know that he got beset upon by Swarm. I thought he was talking about campaign, but I think that's what happened here. To get a score like those, Decavoid got a drone that someone else didn't get. That's 35 points. That's a 35-point difference between LB and Decavoid. But then there's a question of upgrades, which would have also been in place. Strange. That said, congratulations, guys. Overall, not a pleasant ship. And actually, okay, that was radiation damage. LB took radiation damage. Yeah. Okay, so they took radiation damage. I wonder if Sentry was the other infestation. Man, just... I've said it before. I play the way that I'm going to play. I'm not one of these guys that's going to trump up and, I lost my drone, or anything like that. The reaction is genuine. As much as it can be, sometimes I know things ahead of time, and I try to avoid that with Duskers, and I haven't played any other games in more than 6 months now. Or at least recorded them. But things went bad. Things went bad quick today, so if you haven't done your run yet, good luck. If you have, leave a comment with your own experiences and strategies, because stealth is usually my jam, but this Salvage A was built like a government ship. It's a repurposed government ship. That's what it is, because the generators sucked. Didn't have any access to... I mean, you had access to 2 rooms, then had access to 2 more rooms, and there's only like 9 rooms on the ship. So, yeah, not pleasant. Lots of generators today. I know I hate it. I know Dano hates it. I kind of wish that I'd continued, but it would have been pure chance. And I'd rather not do that. Even if it was using skill to get there, it would have been pure chance, whether or not pure luck, whether or not a swarm was returning, and the stealth doesn't last long enough to wait it out. That just wouldn't work. I would lose the drone. Period. End of story. I'd lose stealth, I'd lose generator, and that would just be a bad place to put yourself in. So, yeah, I had to back out there. If you'd like to check out some other, possibly more successful videos, like LB, Dano, and Decavoid, you can see Marvin, Copper, Y'all. Wow, excuse me. Let's try that again. Marvin, Copper, Dano 416, LB, Noxkitney, Mustika 21, Dargard, Decavoid, and Merkhowler. All linked in the video description. If you'd like to check out the Discord and the patch, which lets you see the playtime and scores, or playtime and healths, excuse me, that's also in the Discord. If you enjoyed, do please like, and have a good day.